Oh, I'm glad Lex is here.
Welcome back, strangers. We're going to start with a story. Around 12 years ago, I was working security at a small company's headquarters in New York City. Oh no, I forgot to mute it. All right. My partner for the night had called in sick, so I had to work from 12 to 6 all by my lonesome. Now, normally, this wouldn't be a problem. I just had to sit in the back room, watch some cameras, and occasionally head out for a sweep. Nothing to it, right? Well, as it turns out, one of the employees had stayed in the building after hours and had managed to avoid my coworker's sweep from the previous shift. I first noticed a movement in my peripheral vision on one of the screens, and then again a few minutes later. This was odd because I was used to quiet nights in this particular building. I was a little scared when I headed out for my sweep, but it was my job, so I grabbed my flashlight and headed out to begin. I had to start the sweep in one big hallway, and right as I entered, I saw a flash of movement at the end of it. At this point, I was sufficiently freaked out. I stood frozen for a minute or so, looking into the semi-darkness, unsure of what to do. The decision was taken out of my hands, however, as I heard a gunshot resound down the hallway. In what was the scariest moment of my life, I slowly walked down that hallway to investigate. I reached the end and saw to my left that the president's office light was on. Slowly, I approached the door and creaked it open, scared shitless. What I saw will forever haunt me. The man had taken a seat in the president's chair and shot himself in the head with a pistol, splattering blood and brains all over the floor and the wall. Apparently this guy was having problems at home, and because the president was supposedly a total asshole to him, he decided to off himself and scare the crap out of the president at the same time. In any case, I threw up a few times and called the police. I got the next 2 weeks off, but I still have nightmares about it sometimes.
All right, story 2. We moved into a new house a few months ago. As we were in the process of purchasing the home, the renter who was living in it died unexpectedly of natural causes. He was in his mid-40s. He died right in the middle of our living room. Shortly after we moved into the house, our 2-year-old daughter starts talking about the ghost who lives in our home. Now, let's be real. She's 2 years old, and 2-year-olds are really impressionable. Halloween had recently passed, and she had this Halloween-themed picture book, and she loved to read it. And it's entirely possibly that, like, the talk of ghosts just kept coming from this one book on a regular basis. Still, she was telling me that the ghost was in her playhouse in the basement, or that the ghost was on the stairs, or the ghost was standing in the corner. She never seemed to be afraid of the ghost, and she even considered him to be her friend. So I wasn't that concerned about it. You know, kids have imaginary friends, and I was really into ghost hunting at the time. So it was nice, the idea to have a nice and helpful ghost, and it certainly could have been a lot worse. I would often tell the ghost that he was welcome to stay if he wanted to, but he was welcome to go if that would make him happier. I was about 30% on the ghost being real and about 70% that she was actually seeing something and talking to him. So until one day changed my mind. We were going out in the car to her daycare one morning. It was still dark out and rainy. My daughter told me that the ghost was on the back deck, but she said that it was also his birthday today, and she wanted to sing him happy birthday. Once again, I mostly disregarded what she was saying, but she was like birthday obsessed at the time, so we decided to sing happy birthday. Happy birthday, and we even like had a little party where we left a bowl of fruit snacks in the bathroom. So we sang and wished the ghost happy birthday, and we went on with our lives. Later that day, out of pure curiosity, when I was at work, I looked up the obituary of the man who had died in our house, and wouldn't you know it, his fucking birthday was that day. All right, Rebecca's turn.
All right, here is a fun story from when I worked at a hotel. An older gentleman walks to the front desk at midnight asking for a room. I give him the details and check him in. He seemed normal and quite cordial. The gentleman goes to his room and a few hours later comes down to the front desk and asks me if I knew where to score some ecstasy. I told him no, and he storms off of the hotel mumbling to himself, saying he wants to kill me. Now, I don't feel endangered by this guy, as I have a weight-height advantage on him and know how to handle myself in a fight, thanks to training by my ex-Marine brother. This guy comes back to the hotel a few hours later in a much better mood. Me, on the other hand, am scared shitless. He comes strolling in wearing a thick sheriff's officer jacket and a sheriff's hat, a la Carl from The Walking Dead. He asks me if I have a girlfriend, and I reply yes. He tells me to dump her because women are evil. He then tells me his story of heartbreak and his revelation. This guy went to prison for beating his ex-wife in a rage of finding out she cheated on him. He had a revelation while in prison. The best experience was making love to a man and that women were the devil. The guy then warns me to dump women and consider men. I apologize to him about how I'm straight and thank him for his story. He then walks away, saying to reconsider and not to knock it till I try it. Once he left, I called 911 and asked if anyone is missing a jacket and a hat. They say they will check the on-duty officers and will call back. They call back and ask me if the person was staying at the hotel. I confirm with them his details and description. They inform me to keep away from him, that he took a brick to a window of a cruiser. The officer was on his lunch at a nearby diner, just doing paperwork at a table, and stole a taser, jacket, hat, and club. A few minutes later, the hotel is surrounded. Officers ask for his room number and an override key. I provide them all with the information, and the officers race to his room. There they find him watching adult movies, sodomizing himself with a club. They come out with the guy cuffed. He yells to me on the way out to reconsider his beliefs of women. Surprisingly, his credit card went through for the charges.
Kinky.
Yeah, I don't know why that was my story, but
I thought you'd like the sodomizing part. Rebecca thinks that stuff's funny. So I forgot it was all about like hating women and stuff too. So I'm really sorry about that one. So it was a while ago I read these. So
yeah, is the stream still lagging, guys? I don't know what's going on with that. Must be me. But I just did a speed test and it was going really well. So I don't know.
Okay. All right, introduce yourselves, you guys.
My name is Blake. I am the narrator / editor sometimes / I do the gaming stuff. So that's me.
All right, who are you, Rebecca?
I'm Ethan's wife. I don't really do much with the Strangest, but torment them and make t-shirts.
You're our chief critic. You tell us when things are a bad idea.
Yes, and I'm also the animal handler.
Yeah, there's the Sasquatch right there. All their glory. All right, I'm Ethan. I write most of the videos, edit some, and once in a blue moon, I'll narrate it when it's a struggle. So glad you guys are here. Which one was your favorite story? Because we've got 3 other good ones to end on. So stay to the end. Smash the like button. Hit that notification bell.
Buy all the merch.
Subscribe. Yeah, so, no. But thank you guys for joining us tonight. So, what keeps you guys up in the comments? What keeps you guys up at night? Is it something actually scary? Anxiety? Yeah. I don't know.
I actually went through and made a list of things that keep me up at night. And so I'll just talk about them throughout the stream.
Yeah? What's number 1 on your list?
They're not in any particular order. Number 1 is ET, the extraterrestrial.
Yeah.
It's just a bastard with his honeycomb-shaped head. I don't like him.
But wait till you ride the ride at Universal. It'll change your mind.
Will it, though?
I think so.
I don't know. It terrified me as a kid. It just stuck with me. Just didn't like him. It's too short, waddled too much. His neck thing, that was weird. I don't like the fact that, he just links with children. That's a little suspect. Another thing, though, that's kind of random, but I came across it's been around a while, but I guess I rewatched it. But it was the audition for Elliot, and like the kid's original audition, and it was amazing. Like he killed it. Like they offered him the job on like during his audition. They're like, "Kid, you got the job. You got it." Because he was crying, like he was making them like upset. It was great. But yeah, what keeps y'all up at night? Oh, I'm sorry. You did ask the chat, didn't we?
Yeah, hit up the chat.
Let's see. The haunted house I live in sometimes keeps me awake. Yeah, Charlene, I can definitely understand that. Like, I hear things every now and then, but I just kind of brush it off because I'm more interested in falling asleep than I am whatever's going on. But, that's got to be creepy, especially if it's some next level haunted shit. So, mild existential crisis. I've been pre-gaming, guys. I'm sorry. I'm getting ready. Like, I'm hoping to do a drunk stream after this. But, yeah, I'm getting up there. I'm 27, getting closer to, the crisis years. I'll have to go buy myself some, sports car or something.
Yeah, I had a quarter life crisis when I was 21. That was an interesting
still
experience.
doing
I know. I mean, yeah. Let's start a YouTube channel. Waste all our time doing YouTube. But then we'll have a little bit of moderate success when we hit 2,000 subscribers, and then we'll stop growing for a little while, and just still seems like we're doing well because we have people talk to us all the time now. So kind of stuck in a rut.
Well, to the channel's defense, we haven't been as productive as we were. So,
yeah.
Which is a lot my fault. I need to work on that.
But, yeah, I mean, I was about to say we're not been productive. I mean, I've been writing and killing it. I mean, we had our longest video come out. The next video is long, so that should be coming out in the next couple days. So for Memorial Day, it's an honor.
Well, you've been doing that. I've just been playing video games and then making shorter videos of the video games streams.
Yeah, I've been crafting masterpieces over here.
I've been crafting shit, but it performs well for the the demographic. I enjoy it. Hey, look, there's only 114 subs on that channel. 30 is not that bad. I saw a channel today with 800 subs, and their videos were getting 14 views.
Dude, we got 167 views on the very first video we ever made.
But that you also put it on Reddit.
No, I didn't put that one on Reddit till the next day. That was all organic. That was before I knew what I was doing with Reddit.
On to number 2 on my list, things that keep me
it's just like, fuck you, man.
knowing that I have a lot of YouTube work to do, but knowing that I'm going to stress myself out about it and not accomplish anything at all.
What? Come on, man. Why do you stress out about it? It's fun. Like, the finished product, you just gotta upload. And it doesn't even matter because you're just gonna upload again another time. That's one thing I watched a video on that said you shouldn't even take yourself as serious because you're just gonna have to upload another video. So you shouldn't get hung up on it. So yeah. It's so temporary. You gotta keep up with the chat, man. There's some deep ones there.
I'm sorry, man. I was defending my honor.
Yeah, no.
So yeah, before I do that, everyone go subscribe to Stay Strange, our side gaming channel, so I don't feel like a total moron.
No, you're fine. No, I really like the shortened ones. The too long didn't watch. Like, that was really cool.
I'm glad because I really want to keep making them. Because I mean, it's hard to expect someone to watch a 2-hour live stream post live. But Autumn said at work the other night, I went to the bathroom, and when I came back, the Bible was flipped open, and I couldn't sleep thinking about it. That is creepy.
Read the verses on the page, though. Was there anything there? That could have been a sign. You might be missing out on something.
Yeah, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death.
Yeah, creepy. Yeah, fuck that.
Let's just hope it didn't open to Revelations. That's the bad side. Charlene said door slamming and things not being where they should be would keep anyone awake. Yeah, door slamming is bullshit. That's happened to me a couple times, and it's like, well, the air conditioning's not on. There's no windows. I don't know what did that. Speaking of ghosts, Brittany, my sister, claims that she saw something else. She recently got married and moved in with her husband, and she says that she saw his grandpa in their barn, and he's been dead for a while. So, but she said she saw him and recognized him from the pictures in his house, and that she, was freaked out.
That's really spooky. How are we not having her on here to be interviewed or something, man?
We should do that. She doesn't have internet out there. They live in the boonies, but I could probably make that happen. She's got more stories than I do.
Yeah. I mean, you could call it Twinning is the title.
Yeah. Twin. We could do that, like a video on twins and connections.
Yeah.
And lack thereof. But yeah.
Yeah, Blake starts a horror paranormal channel, but his sister's the one who has the second sight and all of that. He never sees anything, so he's cursed to be a skeptic.
It's sad. It's like the people that want to see things never see it, and then she's like terrified of it and doesn't want to, but apparently that's like her fourth apparition through her life that she's told me about. So who knows? I try to be open. Like that whole ghost tour we had, they were like, you got to be open or they won't contact you. It's like, I'm open. I'm so open. But
Yeah, that might have been my fault. I'm sorry.
Spread wide.
Rebecca was just
Wide
fucking
open.
with everybody.
I was like, just try not to think anything and maybe it'll be fine. But I didn't see shit. So
No.
it might have been my fault.
Spooky Whispering said, I have 40,000 views on my stomach video. That keeps me up at night. Why even be creative? That's true, man. Sometimes you make something brilliant, like, I'm just going to throw out something random, like a 2-minute video on Zelda, and, like, it gets nothing. But then, you know, you'll see somebody post a picture of, you know, poop, and it gets like 100,000 views. So it's disheartening, but you got to keep on trucking. You got to keep on making it. Is she growling? What's she growling at?
Oh, there's an ambulance.
The dog is not growling.
Oh, I thought she was growling.
No.
Weird. Charlene
Just
said, I have
chilling.
stories that I'm going to start telling on my channel on Saturdays. You definitely should. That'd be fun. Let us know. If you're not on our Discord, come to our Discord and, you know, post it so we can watch it. And Autumn said, I always see things. Everyone says I attract them. I don't know how. Yeah, a lot of people, like I know a lot of people that, you know, they see things. I've been in places where they were and they saw something I couldn't see, which is a total bummer. But yeah, I'm just a hopeful skeptic. Like I hear things, but I've never seen anything. And for me to believe it completely, I have to see it. It has to like be completely unexplainable.
Yeah, speaking of twinning, we were doing introductions. We did not introduce Sasquatch or the fact that she's twinning with her not the mama.
Oh, yeah,
Sasquatch is
yeah.
our official mascot since day one.
Yeah.
We've been sneaking her in videos since day one.
Yeah, me and the dog are matching, and Rebecca and Blake both have alien shirts on.
Yeah.
I really like the alien shirts. They're simple, but they're cool. It's funny how one little logo just makes a shirt.
Simple.
Yeah, I
man.
like them too.
Yeah, so that's the ghost in my house growling. It could. I hear, like I said, I hear things, but I never see it.
Yeah.
Maybe it's growling at you to cut the TV on.
Oh my god, don't talk that shit. Like
Yeah.
that
we
Ouija
could-
board thing. Like the one thing I took out of it was TV because it just kept going back to TV. Were you saying, Ethan?
So let's say we could have spooky whispering on a live stream.
Good.
Yeah.
I'm open for whatever on live streams.
Yeah, I wish I had a video that had 40,000 views. I wouldn't complain about it. Actually, I'd rather be monetized first.
That'd be great.
because
Now it's saying the end
that
of
way, if we didn't
June
even,
or
yeah.
July. Something like
I really don't care about the monetization things, but I would be a little butthurt if we did have a video really do super well. Just at the thought, you know.
Yeah. All right. So next on my list of things that keep me up at night is Sasquatch barking while we're at hotels.
She didn't do the worst.
Yeah, she was fine, and she slept like a baby at the Airbnb. Man, she thought it was home. It was nice and safe. There was nothing to worry about.
Except roosters.
Yeah, fuck roosters. That was the worst part about it.
I just remember waking up the first day like, are you fucking kidding me? Is that an actual rooster? Is this life? This is life now. But yeah, it was a good time. No, she did a lot better than she used to do. Because there was like some nights that she would just like, I guess it's because we were in a hotel that was like beside the road, and she just started yipping. It's like, oh my god. Charlene said, I'm going to start tomorrow telling something that happened in Navy housing in California when I lived there. It will keep some people up. I'm definitely interested in listening to it. So do it.
Yeah, and if you keep it up, you could be on a live stream and tell some of your stories with us.
Don't threaten
No, we need
people.
more guests. No, that's a real thing. I mean, that's really cool. I like having people on here. I mean,
I know. That's a punishment. It's like, yeah, keep it up. You're going to end up on one of our live streams.
I was trying to be nice, man. I like doing it with Pink was really fun. So,
Hey, I'm gonna have to go for a second.
oh, what do you gotta go do? This is suspicious.
No explanation. Just gone. What keeps you up at night, Ethan?
Oh man, I actually have this thing where I'm really good about falling asleep. So, I mean, I fall asleep like pretty instantly. So I play this little game in my head, like this like imaginary story that helps me sleep at night. That I progress it each night. So I don't really have anything keeping me up. Sometimes if I drink too much caffeine, sometimes you sometimes still maybe have some racing thoughts, have some creative stuff. I usually try to just deviate it to something different, like using my like if I use my imagination, I can usually drift off to sleep. So I don't know. I'm an only child, so I got some weird imagination shit. So
I can imagine.
yeah.
Oh, speak of the devil. Hey, Pink Spooky.
Anyway, talked her up. We just said the live stream with you was a lot of fun. It's actually our most successful live stream. That was like 300 views, so that was really cool. So
it was a fun time.
Yeah.
I really enjoy the live streams. It's nice to talk to people.
And we need serial killers that get caught every week, so the live streams can do better.
True.
Because that one was really cool. So.
Okay, let's see. Next on my list of things that keep me up. Adderall.
Yeah, there you go.
Adderall is the main offender lately. Also, this episode is sponsored by Bud Light. I wish. That would be wonderful. I think Rebecca died.
I don't know what she's doing. It'll be okay. Sassy doesn't keep me up, but she'll wake me up. So like this morning I got up at 4 this morning because the dog woke me up. So it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, how's she feeling, by the way?
Oh, she's doing great. She's back to herself where she shits on the carpet.
Oh no.
Yeah. So, but luckily it's not because she has ruptured anal glands anymore. So it's the little things in life, you know.
That's good. Yeah, Sasquatch, for those who didn't know, when we were on our way back from our trip, like the last couple days, she was feeling kind of under the weather. And it turns out that she had some gland problems, but she's better now, so that's good.
Yeah, she's had a shot and she's been on some antibiotics. I think tonight was the last night, or last night was, that she had to take those. So she's been a trooper. So I still hear her. Yeah, she is now in my office. Hey, Sass, what are you doing? Come here. Come here. Come here. Don't you want to get a hair on my shirt? That's what you want to do. Come on. Come on. Oh,
the pain in my ass from my tailbone keeps me awake some nights. That's sad. That sucks. That sounds really painful. Asses are the worst. Sasquatch.
Yeah, Rebecca's looking for her. Did you see her go by on the camera? She's like,
hide her. Just put her under the desk.
Where'd she go? Where did she go?
Yeah.
We gotta keep talking, man. You gotta keep it interesting for the people watching.
I'm just trying to figure out what's that tiger tail hanging on your door.
Oh, I can actually tell you a cool story about the tiger tail. So we got those, like some guy, it's actually an Exxon thing, like I think, or some sort of gas station in America thing, where that's their logo from back in the day, like 70s or 80s. So I know a guy who's in the gas and oil industry, and he gave us a bunch of them. And they're really, like, they look like dicks or dildos or something weird, besides just being a tiger tail. So sometimes when people come into my office, they like to close the door. And to me, that's kind of weird. I mean, I know that it's like personal stuff that they're going to talk, like insurance, I mean, I guess. But it's still a little strange. So, I mean, if they're going to make it a little weird or strange when they come in, I just want them to be like, whoa, what is this? What is this right here on the door? So I like them to do a double take. So...
Yeah, we need to make those into Strangest merch.
Yeah.
Strangest tales.
Yeah.
Okay.
So just like when I leave to go make copies, sometimes if I think they're into, I just start a Strangest video up on my computer. So they're like, whoa, what was that?
Exactly. Okay, let's see.
Like, comment, and subscribe.
Yeah. Let's see what's next on my before I go get another beer. Let's see. Not knowing how much wood a woodchuck would chuck if a woodchuck could, in fact, chuck wood.
It's about 7.
Is that true? Because that would help me a lot. I'll be right back. You guys carry it while I get another beer.
Okay. I mean, realistically, I don't have too much that keeps me up at night. Sometimes, actually, after doing the whole Night Stalker stream and everything, that messed with me some. So... like the thought that someone could have come into your like house, like unlocked your windows so they come in, like the idea like how you would wake people up with a flashlight and gun in your face, and then your just life just gets ruined right there. Like that just seems too simple and easy, and don't like the thought of that.
What happened?
I was talking about things recently. Another thing that has kept me up what I've been thinking, or at least while I'm getting ready for bed, like the whole idea, like the Night Stalker guy would come into your house, like scope it out, like leave the little extra like weapons in case things got out of hand, but he'd also like unlock your bedroom windows so that you could so you'd come back in, wake you up with the flashlight in your face and gun and tell you what to do. Also, I think it's was it BTK? Bind, torture, BTK, killer, bind, torture, kill, whatever. That guy would hide in your closet, and one of the ways you're supposed to like, I don't know if this is real or not. This is something I remember, so this may not be true at all. So it might be an urban legend or something. The idea that this dude would hide in your closet, and one of the ways, like when it kept happening, they said you should leave your closets open in your house. That way, you know, like your closet's closed when you get home. You know, you're about to get fucked. So
Is that why you leave the closet door open?
I don't know, Rebecca. I think that's laziness. I'm not that prepared and effective at things. So, but
Charlene said, one night someone knocked on the outside of the house walking around it, not something anyone wants. Fuck that.
yeah, really. I could do that to fuck with people, but nowadays you might get shot.
Yeah, definitely. But
or go around someone's house whistling. They really fuck with them.
don't do that. Not to me.
Don't get shot.
Yeah. Rebecca, what keeps you up at night?
I don't really have trouble sleeping because I work so much, but I do like to think about stupid things I did, you know, when I was like 15. That's a good one. Think about all the stupid shit you did.
Think
Yeah.
about the missed opportunities.
Yeah, and just how terrible and awkward of a person I am. That's mainly it. Now with the wonders of ASMR, I don't have trouble sleeping.
I was going to say things that keep Rebecca up at night, not having ASMR videos.
Well, I just found a great ASMR video for you to watch tonight.
What is it?
The stomach growling one.
Oh. Yeah, whatever
That's
works.
kinky. The kinkiest. So,
Still got to patent that. But
yeah. We just need to start a Pornhub channel and post shit to it like that. That'd be so fucking funny. So then you could say, like, if we were ever big enough people want to know what we do, we could say we were on Pornhub. We didn't have to say YouTube if we think they're going to not like us anyway. So
we could do it.
that way when we're all just going into a hotel room and they're wondering, like, what does all the stuff we're carrying in there? It's like, it's okay. It's for Pornhub. So check us out. It's kind of serious.
Oh, yeah. Harder. Do you hear it?
Yeah.
Make it rain.
Check out our Discord. You never know what's going to show up there.
Yeah, like naked pictures of Blake on there.
Yeah, what was up with that, man?
What, naked pictures of me?
Yeah.
On Discord?
It was naked enough.
Yeah, naked enough to give me a boner.
Oh, yeah. People were asking
you
for
don't
nipple
even remember
pictures.
that.
Yeah,
Looks
people were
like,
asking for
just
nipple
that.
pictures. So I was like, here's a nipple picture from like 6 years ago.
Yeah.
So yeah, join our Discord if you want nipple pictures. You know, it's not gonna happen, but whatever. Maybe
Triple
one day
nipple pictures.
could happen. But yeah, as far as like the whole, you know, thinking about the past thing, I do that a lot, especially when it's like, you know, relatives that passed away, and like I said something stupid like years and years and years ago. It's like, oh, why did I do that? But I do dwell on the past a lot.
Oh, here's a way I get out of that. So anytime I have an intrusive thought that I don't like something I cringe over or just a bad thought, I just say delete and it goes away. Just delete it.
He literally does this.
It's gone.
He will
No
literally
problems.
say something and go delete.
Delete.
Like,
Fuck it. Didn't happen.
look on his
Don't ever
face.
have to dwell on that again until it just comes up 4 years from now and I just drown it. If that doesn't work, alcohol.
What a wonderful life.
I mean,
Just
you got to do it.
delete.
No, it really, part of life is like controlling your like subconscious minds. You can't let that shit fuck with you, man. So
that's good to know.
that's how you don't stay up late thinking about that. So
I'm gonna try that next time I go to court. It's like I know I'm guilty as fuck. Delete. But
Hey man, Harvey Weinstein got arrested for all those rape charges, and you know what? He pled not guilty, so it could work. He also has lots of money for the best lawyers, but you never
He probably
know.
has enough money to actually wipe his memory.
Yeah, he might be the next OJ.
Have you ever, speaking of which, have you ever seen Eternal Sunshine?
Yeah,
Rebecca
Ethan
has.
hated it.
That
Did I?
movie fucked with me, man.
What was that movie?
It's the
You
one where Jim
watched it.
Carrey's
I
like
watched it.
girlfriend or like, you know, whatever, like they're super close and they break up and she wipes her
Oh,
memory of
yeah.
him.
That's like a Black Mirror episode before Black Mirror was a
It
thing.
basically was.
Yeah, Ethan said it was garbage, so don't let him say that he liked
No,
it.
it was so good. I watched that with my ex-girlfriend and we had a fight before that and like we both like teared up. We're like, I'm sorry. I don't want to fight anymore.
So how come you guys aren't married then?
Because we
You
did
should kept watching that.
Because they deleted the relationship.
we
Yeah,
got to the point where we did do it. We did delete everything. Christopher Mon said, a few times I've heard footsteps around my house and getting the someone's watching me feeling. Still deal with it with the odd time. So far, nothing's happened. Yeah. Like, I get that feeling when I'm certain places. Like, when I'm at my house, I don't have any problem. But my parents' house, even when I was a kid, I got it especially when I was a kid. But even now, I always feel like someone's watching me there. I don't know if it's like a paranormal thing or if it's just me being creeped out. But, like, there's nothing for me to be afraid of. I'm not afraid of that house. It's just I always feel eerie, like someone's watching me. So,
I feel like I have people watching me in our house too. Like especially in the basement when you're sitting on the couch. I feel like there's someone down there watching me too.
I got that
you get
feeling
that
too.
behind me in the basement.
That's what I got when I stayed at y'all's house. It was fucking creepy.
Why the fuck are you guys just saying that? That's the only place where I really.
I literally got a pillow and put it in front of your window so no one could be like peeking through. And then I kept hearing shit coming from upstairs and I'm like, fuck this shit.
For some reason, I feel like it's a man, and he helps me find things usually, so I think it's fine.
Rebecca, what the fuck? This is the shit that's gonna keep Ethan up. Now I have to worry about people breaking in and the ghost that's already in. Fuck.
Yeah, because I was at your house making the Slender Man video and I just kept hearing things. I was like, oh fuck, he's coming.
No, like I've literally been like, hey, can you help me find this? And then like 3 minutes later, I'll think of exactly where it is and then just go there. So it could just be me remembering where I put something, or it could be this old man helping.
Rebecca
I have yet to find
fucking computers. Ethan just deletes his memories. Rebecca just, okay, that's where it is.
Control F.
It happens. And we're not doing a seance in our basement. Sorry to tell you. But I'm missing one of Sassy's onesies because I was working on making our other Strangest shirts. And I know where it was, and it's not there. And I asked him to help me find it, and I haven't found it yet. So we'll have to come back with whether or not he helps me find the onesie.
The ghost was like, bitch, I moved it. So Carrie said, I can't believe you guys didn't like Eternal Sunshine. I liked it. I liked it too. I thought it was really sad, but I liked it. Jim Carrey does a surprisingly good job at being just a serious actor. So I like that a lot. Seance in your basement. Yeah, they haven't had a seance in their basement. I had a seance in my basement.
No, we're not gonna fuck with that. Sorry to say.
Yeah, nothing's happened to me yet, and we did it. People have to remember that before anybody built houses, this all used to be indigenous American land. So what are the buildings actually built on? Yeah, especially Savannah, Georgia.
Yeah, literally Savannah is on top of thousands of dead people. Like the whole city is nothing but dead people.
Yeah, the entire city is a graveyard. So it's
graves on top of graves.
Mm-hmm.
Then we got buildings that you live in.
Yeah, they literally described it as head to toe bodies. And that's why it's considered one of the most haunted, cities in the country, because it's just a giant graveyard. But yeah, we visit a lot of creepy places.
Yeah.
Yeah, whenever people at work are like, oh, where did you spend your time? What did you do on your trip? And it's like, I was in graveyards for a good part of that. I saw a lot of cemeteries and graveyards. Yeah. Old people don't typically understand that.
Yeah. One lady we work with was like, oh my God, that sounds so cool. I wanted to do that. I'm like, did you though? It's like, it sounds like a niche thing. Yeah. But it's a lot of fun. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I'm done with graveyards for a little while. So.
Oh yeah. Did you tell that story?
I don't want to talk about it, man. Every time I talk about it, literally
he deleted it, but you see, he still remembers it.
Yeah. I don't like it. Literally, I had a series of unfortunate events continue when we got back, so I don't want to. That you.
He got sass too. because she pooped in the graveyard.
Yeah. So it's
Hmm.
not a good time. So maybe one day, but I don't want to end up like Nicolas Cage. So, but
Oh.
so
Well, anyway,
any other things keep you guys up at night?
let me check my list. Pogs.
Yeah.
They're just too collectible, too circular. I don't know what the fuck I was thinking when I made this list. The thought of eternity. That gets me. Like, the thought of it's a mixture of eternity / non-existing at all. It's like, whatever you think about, whatever you think happens to you after you die, that just freaks me out. I don't know.
It'll be fine.
Thanks, Rebecca. But no, it's like I know that, we existed, or rather did not exist for, eternity up until the point we were born. But just the thought of just disappearing, gone, done, I guess it's because I've never, I can't remember how it feels, so it's weird. But even the thought of, like, even when I was more religious as a kid, like thinking of even going to heaven, eternal bliss for eternity, the thought of eternity still freaked me out. Just like the fact, like, of it not ending, going on forever and ever. I don't know. Just I guess our brains aren't meant to comprehend that concept. Let's see. Sleep paralysis. That's actually on my list. Yeah, sleep paralysis is a pain. And the thing about sleep paralysis, for anyone that's not familiar with it, go watch our video on it, is like it can happen, and sometimes, it happens to me every now and then, like multiple times a night. And it's awful. Sometimes it lasts a couple seconds, sometimes it can last, minutes, but it's a bad time. Ugh. Hey, Finlay. How's it going? Welcome. But yeah, sleep paralysis sucks. I haven't actually had it in a little while, though. I've been sleeping pretty good. Sasquatch, what keeps you up at night?
Noises, lights.
Yeah, cars going by.
Pure hatred of everything.
Hatred for motorcycles and school buses.
Yeah, she usually sleeps pretty good, but
yeah. The thought of, what if I'm not a good girl?
What if it's all just a lie?
Yeah. So
okay, let's see. What's next on my list? Thinking about how someone thought Midnight in the Garden of Good and Evil was a good movie. It's not. Spoiler alert, it's garbage.
You guys ever talk to that guy about that?
He thankfully never asked about it.
You should have just gone ahead and told him, you guys, that movie was garbage. Fuck you. I'm never listening to you again.
Exactly. See you later, Pink. Thanks for coming. We appreciate it.
Have a good night. Thanks for stopping in.
Charlene said, when you die, you go to the bright place with all the people you know, and some that you don't, and they're waiting for you. I know my ex tried to kill me and was flatlined 3 times in one day. That's terrifying.
Yeah, it's really scary.
That is dark.
Carrie said, Midnight in the Garden of Good and Evil, such a hidden gem of a movie. The only hidden thing is the talent, the story. It's like it had such a good, the fucking title is Garden of Good and Evil, and the Garden of Good and Evil is, like, the cemetery is only in there for 5 minutes.
Literally, the cemetery is more interesting than the movie itself.
It really was.
Had more fun. It was cool.
It was a good time. Let's see what else is on my list. I'm running out of things. This might actually be the last one that I have on my list. I can always do more, though. Jimmy the Goddamn Genie from Cuphead. Fuck Jimmy the Goddamn Genie. Everyone that hasn't seen it, go watch the video on Stay Strange, our side channel, link in the description below, about me failing 2 hours to try to beat him.
Yeah.
Yeah, just watch the too long didn't watch version.
Yeah, the too long didn't watch version is only 2 minutes, and it's just a lot of profanity. But it's accurate.
Yeah. Have any of you guys, not YouTube, but anyone in the comments ever been to South Carolina? I mean, we can keep talking. That was just a general question.
No, I was gonna wait.
I was like, yeah, I wasn't waiting for a reply. I was just in like
You
South
gotta put
Carolina.
the pressure
Everyone's
on
been
them.
there.
Yeah, there's like
a delay.
a good 20-second plus delay, so it'll
I know.
probably
I thought
be a
we'd just
while.
all stare into the webcams and just wait.
Yeah, go south to South Carolina.
Yeah. Have y'all seen Deadpool yet?
Yeah, we saw it.
Yes,
Yeah.
Was it good?
it was all right.
Yeah.
I mean, coming off of Infinity War, I knew I wasn't gonna like it the best. Like, it was good for what it was, but it is nothing compared to Infinity War.
Yeah, I liked Quiet Place better than Deadpool.
A Quiet Place is really good.
Deadpool, there was one scene in Deadpool that was fucking perfect. So it was worth it. It just, yeah, literally Infinity War kind of ruined it. And the fact that, like, I saw the trailer. I mean, there's still lots of good stuff in it. It just kind of, it was all right.
Yeah, like, I mean, it's what you'd expect from Deadpool.
Yeah, there was only one scene that was really, like, blew your mind. But talking about South Carolina, if you have a chance to visit, we got round 2 of Haunted Places coming out sometime between now and Monday. Hopefully sooner than later, but you never know.
I recorded my audio, so I'm good.
Yeah, oh, I forgot to tell you, there was a bunch of, I had to edit your audio. I never even saw your text message, so I went to text you today. I'm like, motherfucker, the laziest, like, didn't edit his audio, go through, fix it, fucking, fuck. You repeated yourself multiple times. I'm like, Blake, what are you doing?
Did I? Yeah, see, like, I put it in there and I couldn't edit it because it was being stupid. Like, didn't have any audio, so I was like, sorry, man.
Yeah.
Sorry, Ethan.
Like an hour and a half of my time.
If you text me back, I could have fixed it.
I never saw your text message, though, like, at all, so I don't know. I don't know why I didn't. I mean, because I don't text that often, so it should have been right there. But as Rebecca will say, like, I am pretty oblivious to things sometimes, so it's like
Accurate.
But for real, when I checked my phone today, I was like, "Are you serious?" Fuck. That would have been good to know a while ago, but it's okay.
Yeah, it was a bad time. But yeah, so speaking of movies, have you guys seen the new trailer for Winnie the Pooh?
I saw one come up on Facebook, and it looks kind of terrifying. Like, maybe that's just me, but it looks so scary.
No, it looks super scary. And also the trailers, I think it like reveals way too much about the movie. Because it's like, it basically tells exactly what's going to happen. Like,
what if there's a plot twist in there? What if they're trying to fuck with you, man?
Maybe it's not actually Winnie the Pooh.
Oh, I think it's like, what if Christopher Robin is just schizophrenic and insane? Because he's a grown-ass man looking at Winnie the Pooh come back, following him around to work and stuff.
That was kind of the angle I was hoping for.
Yeah, like, what if he's just schizophrenic and childhoods are ruined?
Yeah.
Don't know.
I doubt they'll go that angle, but that's kind of what I was thinking. It's like, this is kind of weird. It'll probably end up being at the end. It's like, oh, was any of this real? And then Winnie the Pooh, like the stuffed animal, will wink or some shit. That's my guess.
You probably just wrote a better movie than what the movie's actually.
Probably. Yeah. I think it's nice that they're not just redoing it. That they're like doing something different, you know? Because they just seem to be remaking all of their movies like we haven't seen them 100 times before. Like, I don't understand that.
Yeah,
that's a license to print money, man.
You could also do something else and have money. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, I wanted to see Winnie the Pooh from the Heffalumps perspective. Or was that was it Heffalumps and Woozles? Or was that Dumbo?
Heffalumps and Woozles are from Winnie the Pooh.
Okay.
Pink elephants on parade is Dumbo.
That's what it was.
That was also terrifying. He was drunk, though. Like, Dumbo got drunk, and that's why he saw those pink elephants. Disney, man, not for children.
Definitely wasn't. Spooky said he has been to Myrtle Beach, or she. I can't tell. I'm sorry.
She. Yeah.
She. I can't see, like the pictures are so small. They're so small. But yeah, Myrtle Beach is pretty fun. I like it a lot. That's like my go-to escape place because it's fun, but it's also, you know, it's got stuff to do, and I just like the beach.
Yeah, our next video is on a place that's 40 minutes away from Myrtle Beach. So if you ever have a chance to go, it's pretty interesting. Got some stories. So
No. All right, Charlene, thanks for coming. We appreciate it. Speaking of modding, I'm going to try to do a live stream after this, a gaming live stream, if you guys are interested. And I will give you the choice of whether you want it to be Zelda, Ocarina of Time, or Cuphead. So you guys let me know, then I'll do it.
Sassy just got so triggered from a motorcycle outside. Surprised she didn't yip.
yeah,
I need to be on my motorcycle. It's like the one day it hasn't rained or been gross.
it was nice yesterday. Yesterday was a really nice day. I spent the day all day drunk on a golf course, and it was for business, the best thing possible. So
Yeah, what did Rebecca do? Just, work for 15 hours straight. Meanwhile, Ethan didn't do any work, just played golf.
I got here at 6 o'clock in the morning yesterday to fucking set up for everything. And I was on the golf course until 6 o'clock in the evening.
Oh man,
Like,
just
that is a
cry me a river.
rough day, you know? So
Whichever will make you rage more, so probably Cuphead. Yeah, definitely Cuphead. Cuphead makes me rage so much. The bad thing, and the reason I've been dreading it, is because I'm on arguably the hardest boss of the game, which I haven't started yet, but it's going to be a really hard time. So I'm not looking forward to that.
Cuphead gets subs, man.
It does get subs. It's a fun time. But I've been trying to get that whole overlay thing to work. It's been stupid. You need to play some Cuphead, man.
I don't know, dude. I can't video game. If I was gonna video game, I'd probably play Fortnite because that's the only thing I've played recently. That or Doom. Those two.
I wouldn't mind playing Doom. Fortnite's kind of... I think people are getting tired of Fortnite. Like everybody plays Fortnite.
Yeah, that's why you
gotta step out, man. You gotta step away from the mainstream.
But a little tiny slice of like a billion view thing is a lot bigger than a little slice of I don't know, tiny pie. So you never know. You have more chances. I mean, like think about like Cuphead's more mainstream than Zelda. So
Delete.
Think about like that. Yeah. See.
Delete.
So.
Delete.
So plus you also have to think about discovery. How many more people are looking for Fortnite than that? So you got the discovery. So and the algorithm would gear towards, or we could just Twitch, man. Twitch. Get rich on Twitch.
Twitch, like I definitely want to start using Twitch more, but it's just we have no real viewer base yet, and it's hard to grow when you don't have. Say what? You
gotta produce the content.
Yeah, but still, it's really hard to start on something when I've probably twitched like 7 or 8 times, and I only got like 1 subscriber. Where on YouTube, we get, we're up to 114, so that's pretty good.
I should do a 24-hour horror stream.
I thought about doing a 24-hour gaming stream, or just stream in general. If you're up for it and you want to do it.
I don't know about gaming. Unless it was like Halo.
I mean, we can do
literally
everything.
Watching people play video games makes me want to kill myself. Like, it's literally the most boring thing. I don't understand how there's channels that only do that, but it's literally the worst.
Not just channels, the biggest channels.
It's just fucking awful. Like, I'm glad people like that, but I'm not one of those people. Like, never have I ever just liked to watch people fucking playing something that I'm not playing.
Because like fuck people that watch video games. It's like that's the most boring thing ever. I'll be over here watching this person crinkle up some aluminum foil.
Yeah, it's fine. That puts you to sleep.
Aluminium.
Aluminium foil, sorry. But yeah, I guess I'll play some Cuphead after this.
Road to 2,000 subscribers. Here we go.
Say what?
So you could name it Road to 2,000 subscribers.
Wouldn't that be nice? I'm gonna focus on 200 for now. But yeah. So do you guys want to wrap up?
I mean, yeah, sure. If that's what you want to do, man. You don't want to keep talking to us.
I mean, we can keep talking.
Man. I don't know what to talk about. Man, I gotta edit some and get this ready.
If you need me to edit anything, send it to me, man.
I don't know. Like it's almost not done. I don't know. Hold on. What are you doing tomorrow or Sunday?
Probably streaming.
Yeah, you should come to Roanoke to film a drone shot.
Tomorrow.
Of a guy on a tractor. So for an alien video.
How about you just get your phone and attach it to a couple helium balloons?
I can't do that, man. I can't do that. It already has a crack in it. So
they'll be fine.
I mean, I can't. I don't.
Just get a bunch of selfie sticks. Just attach them all together.
But the drone looks so good, though. So.
What time are you going?
I mean, we'll be there tomorrow. I don't know. We can just meet us there anytime because I got to film other videos. So, like, gotta film a neighbor. Oh my goodness, I wrote something really crazy. I haven't even told Rebecca about this. Holy shit, it's hilarious. So I wrote a skit for Father Michael, a day in the life of Father Michael, and it goes into this other video, but it's got some really like obscene things in it. So I guess so I'd probably put like cut it to where it's like its own video / we'll have the strangest video. So we'll probably put the other part on Patreon, but it's fucking funny. Like I thought of it in the shower. So it shows like him leading up to like the neighbor story that's going to be about like Jacob stuff about like encountering like a priest. So like it'll be like Michael what he does beforehand, like the fictional version. Then he'll go into the real story, and then we'll have like an epilogue of showing Father Michael after. So
I'm sure he'll be happy.
Yeah, I already sent him the script. So like, cause I literally like when I got out of the shower, I just typed it out on my phone and sent it to him. So it's the first time I've ever really written stuff that already had jokes and stuff in it. So I thought it was pretty cool.
That's good.
Yeah. So.
But yeah. Did you send me the story?
Hold on. Yeah, I gotta send out stories. Hold on. Let me figure out the order we're gonna do this. Okay.
Yeah, while he's doing that, yeah, just like after this, I've got a couple things I need to do, then I'll set up the stream.
What do you have to do, Blake? Come on.
Get more drunk.
Yeah, I'm only on my second beer.
Ugh.
Thanks, Carrie. We appreciate you linking that. Also, I found out that, not pressuring anyone, but apparently, even though we can't accept tips on YouTube, the Streamlabs thing I've been using, you can donate through. It just goes to PayPal. So, because Henry was talking about it, he was like, I tried to donate, but it said you weren't connected. And then I connected it. So now people can technically donate while we stream. So, just a fun little tidbit.
Wow. Hold on. I'm still looking this stuff up. So Henry tried to donate, and he's a patron.
I don't know if he tried to donate, but he clicked on it, and he was like, I couldn't donate, so maybe.
It's kind of like, dude, come on, man. I'm just worried about him getting eaten by a spider or turning into Spider-Man. Yeah, if he turns into Spider-Man, I hope he remembers me. So.
When's our next Patreon video coming out?
Yeah, Blake. I sent Blake 2 scripts for Patreon. I'm like, here, this is what you could be working on. He never replied.
Shit. I did not know that.
I did. I sent it to you.
Y'all are both like literally the worst.
I'm not. I'm one of those scripts I
mean,
wrote.
with replying to shit. Like, neither one of y'all replies to anything.
I'm sorry.
Blake's like, this is work. Didn't see it. It's like, my wife wants something. Didn't see it.
I have a disability.
Yeah, one of them written. It's really good. The other one is more like the last Patreon video I did, where it's like just like a narration to the story. The other one's like a main strangest video. It's literally a main strangest video that's just going on Patreon. And it's really a good one. So not biased at all. When I first read that this was a thing, I was like, how did I not know this before? So if you like creepy shit, that's definitely one of the creepiest.
iOS 7.
Oh yeah. Rebecca, why don't you tell what that's a reference
I don't even remember because it's been so long ago, but it was some type of creepy thing on Reddit where the gist of it was iOS 7 was taking pictures of people sleeping or something. And so Ethan got really scared of iOS 7, and I still make fun of him.
Yeah, I was reading No Sleep on Reddit, and I came across this story that wasn't really scary, but it scared me. And Rebecca made fun of me because I like tried to tell her what it was, and she's just like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" So
That's just how I live my life. What is wrong with Ethan?
yeah, so it wasn't the best of times, it wasn't the worst of times. It's just life, learning to cope.
Delete.
Yeah, but for real, I sent it to your Yahoo email. I thought I even texted you about that. Let me look and see. Hold on. Let me see if I texted
I'm
you.
not saying you did.
I
I'm
thought
just
you
saying
just
I didn't.
spied
That's like a double verification. Hold on.
Ethan's like, I didn't receive that text from you, but God damn it, I know I sent this text to you.
I said, oh yeah, I did. Hold on. Actually, I didn't. Hold on.
I'm telling you, y'all are both the worst.
Actually, I did. All right. And you replied. Okay, you did. You replied. All right. I said, thanks, man. I sent you the script for this week to your Yahoo email. If you can record it and upload it as soon as you get a chance. I want to get that video out for Memorial Day weekend. Then it says, if you want, you can film and edit one of the Patreon scripts I sent earlier. And then you're like, okay, I'll try to knock it out tonight. So
see, I heard the one thing about the main script. That's all the text I got from you. I got one. All right, Ethan. Let's see. It says, "I suck dick for Molly."
Oh man,
what's that a reference to, Ethan?
Oh yeah, that's my my ex. My ex did that. So hopefully, when she was my ex.
Next time on The Strangest, sucking dick for Molly.
Yep. You gotta do what you gotta do, man.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll get those for you.
She was gonna have a family, you guys. We gotta be careful because we're gonna get sued, and she's gonna take all of our Patreon money. She's the kind that would do that.
Is she?
Yeah, I have lots of exes, so it's very generic who this could be. So
exactly.
But only one of them that we know of sucked dick for Molly.
I mean, that's. I literally heard about a person getting sued for defamation and losing their business yesterday. So I'm trying to not have that happen.
We'll just make it your main business and not this business.
Yeah, we'll just make the business that provides for me.
I mean, no names were mentioned. So if it tries to go to court, they would have to admit that they did, in fact, suck dick for Molly, since their names was not mentioned.
Exactly.
Yeah. Also, in one of the videos, talk about Patreon, I've been meaning to put like Carrie, Alex, and Henry's name in a video of like saying that like for the Patreon stuff. So I'm terrible. I did try to Easter egg the people in the live streams though, like in the Bermuda video you see cut to that.
Yeah, I synced it.
Yeah, no one talked about it.
I did. I told you I synced myself in it.
Yeah. All right. I got I'm insecure, guys.
No, that's all right. It's been a rough week.
Just delete it.
Yeah, I did. Now I'm awesome again. How's it going? What's up? It's the new me. It's today is my half birthday, you guys. Live it up.
Oh my god, no one gives a fuck.
Is my half birthday today. Fuck you guys.
It's not your half birthday.
It is my half birthday.
Next month would be, would it not?
No.
Oh yeah, that's how math works.
Yeah.
Continue.
Yeah, man.
Although no one cares about half birthdays.
Oh man, I'm celebrating tonight. This has been a celebration week for me. So
I have to put up with this shit all the time.
Yeah. No, it's very cool. Okay. All right, I sent you guys stories. Blake will read first. I'll read second. Rebecca will read last. And then we'll say goodbye.
Yeah, and then Blake can say "Stay strange."
But is it really
Will,
goodbye if we're
will it
gonna see each
happen?
other again?
Will we?
Okay. All right. You're
I
reading the
also
first
didn't get my
story.
story yet.
I sent it to you on Facebook.
Ain't got it.
It's in the messenger. I literally said
Holy
something on
shit.
the.
Ethan, you sent me a novel.
I mean, it's supposed
Oh,
to
I
be
did.
kinky.
This is like the 5th Harry Potter book.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's good though. These are good
Good.
stories, guys. Get excited and stay strange.
Okay. In early 2007, I was in a traveling singing group. There were 8 of us on a team, and the team members were switched every year. We were invited to stay that evening at the house of a previous member named Drew. Drew wasn't home, so it was his mom, his sister, and his brother who hosted us. Now, we'd all known that Drew's dad died about 4 years earlier, but he died of a heart attack and not in the house. I generally try not to be superstitious, but when I went into the house, I immediately felt a little uncomfortable. I blamed it on the fact that Drew and I had never really seen eye to eye, or that I felt bad for his mom, who had been widowed so young and left with 3 children. As sleeping space was limited, I got put down on a cot in the basement, along with another girl on my team. The basement wasn't creepy by any means, but it had been refinished and was pretty comfortable. My cot was only a foot from the wall, and there was a small old digital clock between the wall and the cot. I fell asleep in my usual manner, facing the wall, back to the room. At 2:48 a.m., I'll never forget the clock since it was the only thing I could focus on. I woke up very suddenly. I was immediately frozen in bed. My heart was racing, my throat went tight, and I couldn't swallow. It was primal fear at its best. I couldn't roll over to check, but I swear, even now, that something was standing over me. Everything in my instinct told me not to turn around. It felt like my life depended on me staying right where I was. During this time of intense fear, I kept seeing images in my head, flashes of gore, and plain out horrible things. I could hear a laughing in my ears, but not the voice of just one person laughing. It sounded like I was in a room with thousands of things laughing. I remember for the first time having suicide cross my mind during this overwhelming fear-driven time. I should note that I am not or have never been suicidal. When the feeling went away, the last thing I remember hearing in my mind was not this one. I looked at the clock again, and only 9 minutes had passed. Longest fucking 9 minutes of my life. A few hours later, when I got up, I decided it was time to get the hell out of there as quickly as I possibly could. I skipped a shower and breakfast and sat in the van waiting for the rest of my team. As I was waiting, Drew's brother came out and spoke with me. He said in one sentence, "I'm sorry I couldn't help you this morning." As he said it, he had tears in his eyes. He honestly looked like he was going to be sick to me. The look of hopelessness in his eyes still haunts me. 2 weeks later, we got word that Drew's brother killed himself just before 3 a.m. Ever since the incident, I still have dreams of the laughing. Part of me wonders if I could have just tried talking to his brother, maybe things could have been different. I've never spoken to anyone about this but my husband. It brings back a chill to my spine and a sense of guilt. I don't know what to make of it or what the hell really happened in that house. Part of me never wants to know.
That shit's creepy, man.
Yeah, it sounded a lot like sleep paralysis at first, but
Yeah, that got really dark. All right. Story 2. My friend worked at a Harris casino in Arizona. Anyone familiar with this particular Indian reservation out in the middle of nowhere knows that weird shit happens. Anyway, my friend is normal. He's an emotionally stable white guy, but he's also an atheist. Okay, all the descriptions in. He was working around 3 a.m. in the casino floor. He's a night owl, so he's wide awake, and since this is a normal shift, he's not a drug addict, and he doesn't just make up bullshit stories. So the casino tonight is empty. And so he has to go to the bathroom. So he walks into the vacant men's room on the opposite side of the casino floor. When he goes in to do his business at the urinal, he turns around to wash his hands when he's done, and he notices someone standing at the sink, staring into the mirror. He thinks to himself, "That's strange. I didn't hear anyone walk in." As he gets closer to the sink, about 5 rows down, and begins washing his hands, he glances over again, and he realizes it's not a man that's standing at the sink, but a woman in a red dress. Right when he's about to say something about her being in the wrong restroom, this woman turns her head slowly towards him and just stares at her, kind of in disbelief, thinking this chick must be drunk or blind to not realize that she was in the men's bathroom. As her head slowly turns, her eyes were a dark, glowing red. He describes it as the red eye you would get when you take a photo of someone. He freaks out. He doesn't know what the fuck is happening. He looks around and notices she doesn't have any legs. Instead, he described the bottom of her was like the other half of a deer with legs, and she even had hooves to walk on. Hooves. Man, I'm struggling. Anyway, as the thing turns towards him, it starts to move aggressively. My friend ran out of the bathroom, obviously scared shitless. He and his buddies review the surveillance tape of that area in the bathroom, but all they see is him going into the bathroom and him running out. He may have encountered a deer woman or a deer lady, a Native American spirit that is associated with fertility and love. She is usually harmless, but she has been known to lure promiscuous men to their deaths. She usually appears as a beautiful woman or a deer. All right, Rebecca's is a lot more hopeful for the final story.
That's good. I did not pre-read it. When I was 11 years old, I woke up one night and saw a man standing in my room, opening and closing my dresser drawers. He was tall, pale, and shiny, but he looked corporal, not translucent or ghostly or anything. I couldn't move at all, but I pissed myself instantly. I shut my eyes as tight as I could, but when I opened them, he was still there, opening and closing drawers. I kept my eyes closed for a long time, and finally, after what seemed like hours, he was gone. The next morning, a lot of my shirts and pants were tied in knots. I came to the conclusion that I had a very vivid dream, and perhaps my sister played a joke on me by tying my clothes in knots. Flash forward 15 years. We had long since moved out of the house, and no one had lived there since. I stopped by one day with my mom and two aunts who had lived in the same house when they were kids. When we walked into my bedroom, my mom and older aunt start teasing my younger aunt about the silver man she saw one time. My jaw hit the fucking floor.
I sent you the wrong story. I meant to have you read a more happier story. I'll read that one.
I was wondering, like, I saw the ending and I didn't know how that was supposed to be happy, but...
Okay.
Here's a hopeful story.
Yeah, sorry about that. All right, they were similar links, and I just did this without checking behind myself. Okay, so I'm not sure if this is a scary story, but sure is strange. 2 days after my grandfather died, the neighborhood security guard knocks on our door on a Sunday morning. He told us, an old man came to your house earlier, knocked on your door for half an hour, but finally left. When I asked him what he wanted, he told me he needed to say goodbye to someone he had never had the chance to meet. We're all stunned and had no idea who this old man was or who he was looking for. When the guard came in, he shouted, "That's the old man," pointing at the picture of my grandfather. My entire family just froze for a minute. I'm not 100% sure if the security guard was telling the truth, but I have no idea why he would lie. It's almost like believing that my granddad just wanted to say goodbye to my newborn sister before resting in peace.
That's sad.
I mean, it's hopeful, though. It's
what would happen if you actually opened the door?
Yeah, you never know, man. Never know. All right. That's all the stories I have. What did you guys think of all the stories? Were they good, bad, ugly?
Yeah. Okay, no, they were good. They were good. I liked them. It's a good time.
Rebecca, how did you like being a guest?
I feel like I'm not a very entertaining person.
Okay, I'm glad I'm not the only one that was feeling that way. I'm kidding.
We didn't tell your haunted house stories or any of that, man. Your paranormal encounters.
Mine?
That's not the theme of this video. It would be things that keep you up at night.
I mean, that would really keep me up at night if it was me.
Delete.
The house of horrors you grew up in.
Yeah.
Murder house.
All right, go back and watch that. But yeah, so thanks everyone for watching. We appreciate it. Be sure to check out our Discord, and especially our Discord in the links below, as well as our side channel, Stay Strange, which I'm going to be trying to live stream on in the next 30 minutes to an hour, and I'll be playing Cuphead. Yeah. Also, be sure to follow us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, all that good stuff. Can y'all think of anything I'm missing?
No. Patreon if you love us, and so you can get the cool new videos Blake's working on. And let's see what else. I don't know, man. Maybe that super chat thing on that thing you were talking about, if that's a thing. Maybe we should start a GoFundMe for Hendrik for when he does get bit by a spider, because that seems inevitable at this point. So keep him in your thoughts and prayers. Because those fucking spiders, man.
Scary stuff.
Yeah, I would not sleep in his house. So
Yeah,
or live in his country at this rate.
I don't think you're invited.
Ooh.
Good.
That's hurt. That hurts. I like to
Ethan
think
just
that I'm
invited
welcome
himself
to
and
any
then turned
stranger's
down the
home.
invitation.
And I thought it was the whole
I'm pretty sure
Mikasa
that's what the Night
Tsukasa
Stalker
thing.
felt too.
That is fucked up, Rebecca. Why would you remind me of that? Delete. Fuck that. Now I'm gonna have trouble sleeping tonight. So
Delete.
Yeah.
But yeah. So thanks everyone for watching. Be sure to check out the stream tonight. And until next time, stay strange. That was in unison, Ethan. We did a good job.
Yeah.
All right.
High five each other.
All right. Good job. All right. Bye, guys.